At the time, my idea of Lotus, and this might go back to your question about why don't people buy it. My idea of Lotus was exotic supercar, not within reach. And I think when you said you had one, I was like, oh, maybe they are in reach. Or maybe you have a trust fund I didn't know about. But at the time, I was like, it kind of opened a door in my mind where it was like, you can have things like this. You can go out and make a passionate decision that is different than everyone else, and it's within reach if you just prioritize it correctly. And that was a lesson for me at that time 15 years ago. It revealed to me some of my own limiting beliefs. Because I think I had the limiting belief that like I couldn't have a car like that. And you know, you acquiring one was like, this is like something people can do. And I was like, man, that's like, that seemed so unattainable. But it isn't. And you're right, it's $35,000. I mean, that's like Corolla money. So he very graciously let me drive it in full anger in autocross. And I knew I was driving it in full anger because I got one of the top times of the weekend. But in the process of that, I, for the first time, felt the car. And I felt all the sensations that it delivers that give you an intuition about what's happening under the wheels. So I very clearly felt the limits of grip. I was able to adjust my inputs based on how much I felt like I was loading up the tires. And I didn't have to learn any of that. It was just intuition. And I got out of that car that day and I was like, oh, I'm sold on all of this. And you know, it wasn't that long after that they announced the Emira. And I was like, but they didn't say what it was, they didn't show it yet. They just said, we're gonna make a new one. And I said, I don't care what it is, I want it. And they could have rolled it out and it could have looked like a fruit cart. It could have looked like the Europa, but like.
I like the Europa.
I do love the Europa, but it's like, it's the cutest frog. Like, it's just like, you know, a face a mother could love kind of deal. But it could have, you know, it could have been like van-like, like the Europa, and I still would have bought it because of those sensations and that experience.